Hi guys, and as always a huge welcome back to my channel. So thank you for being here today, really appreciate your feedback and comments on the last video. It does feel good to be back here on YouTube. And yeah, as I say, my son now, he's just turned a year old, so it's a little bit more kind of routine at the moment with his naps and feeding and all that stuff that I don't want to bore you with. But needless to say, it's a lot easier to just sneak away and make some videos. I've got his little baby monitor here, so he's still well and truly down for a nap while my wife's at work. And Saturday is my day off, so I'm going to take advantage here and make a quick video for you. So I said in the last one I'm going to be doing a little bit of a retrospective, talking back to those first days of my Alopecia Barbae, just how I dealt with it then and how I'm dealing with things now and how it all feels to kind of look back on the whole experience. So I'm very much still around, obviously, the community and a lot of people that are suffering with the condition. And I know a lot of people have praised me for never really making it a pity party. I never felt sorry for myself, and I never really I didn't let it rule my life. But that being said, it's definitely hard to not let it take over at times, especially when you know you had a normal beard and there's no problem. You never even would have thought of the term Alopecia Barbae. It never would have even crossed your mind because you can grow a beard, you have a beard, life goes on. It's just a very small part of your life, really. But the moment it starts happening to you, it's a new journey, it's a new experience. It's not like getting a spot on your forehead or something that will just go away in a few days. It's something that you kind of learn to live with. And for me, going back to that first patch, I remember seeing it in photos when me and my wife took a trip to Portland. And I could see, in the photos, us having a good time and me in the brewery and, grabbing a slice of pizza, just these like candid photos that my wife was taking. And I noticed that I had a few little thinner patches in my beard, but I just thought maybe that's my pattern. It was actually kind of a bit new for me to grow a full beard. It's usually a little bit of stubble or something. But to take that plunge and grow a full beard, I'd never really let it go, so I was thinking maybe that's just how mine grows. And then, fast forward a week, it's a little bit thinner in those areas, but not something when I first look at the photo that my eyes are immediately drawn to. It's something that I look back on now and I'm like, oh yeah, I could see it beginning there. So yeah, as I said, it was July 2018, and that's when I really noticed a smooth circle in my beard. So for those of you guys that are just maybe you're going through this, you're at the end of the condition, you know all about this. But for you guys that are maybe in that same spot where you're wondering what's going on and does anyone else suffer from this condition, that's how I felt. I woke up, I noticed a perfectly circular, and to say it was gradual, but once it went fully smooth and circular, that was when I knew something was going on. And I hadn't just missed shaving. I thought that's what it was at first. I thought maybe I just took it down a bit too low in spots, and that's why it looked a little bit uneven. But no, we went to a beautiful lake, had a great day, just in the north of Vancouver there. And yeah, that was when in the photos, again, just with stubble, I didn't have the full beard. It was just it was a full stubble, but there was a noticeable circular patch, just kind of like an eraser had been taken and just rubbed out a little bit of the beard. And I remember saying very clearly, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, I remember saying to my wife, what's going on here? Like, do you notice that? And my wife, being the gorgeous, amazing person she is, oh no, I can't even tell, like, it's only because you see it and you pointed it out that I even notice. And it took me a while to let go of thinking that that's just what people were saying. I had friends as well, like, oh, I had no idea you had anything going on with your beard. And it of course, now I look back and why would they? Or why is that a thing when you're hanging out with your friends and you're having a good time, grabbing some food or whatever? Who cares? Are they going to be looking at your beard going, oh my goodness? It was always me that brought it up, and I think that was the way I dealt with it. I always felt like I should address that first before anyone has a chance to say anything about it. So I would say, like, oh yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got something going on with my beard at the moment. And this is when I'd shaved too. I had to completely shave, but it was still clear because I always have a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, no matter how close I shave, you can see there's a pattern there. It's quite dark, as you can see, but it was the patches at the time were red as well. So it was like I had some like perfectly smooth red splotches, and trying to use like moisturizer and just kind of like even stuff out. And that's the thing. I got way more like high maintenance than I've ever been. I've never, my mum always said when I was younger, she's like, take care of your skin and all this stuff. So as I've got older, yeah, I'm in my mid-30s now, I do have a little bit of moisturiser, just throw it on at the end of the night or whatever, but with this condition it was really like trying things to try and see if it would help, and I didn't try concealer or foundation, I didn't go that far over, but you know, just in terms of like skin toner and like little kind of products they make for men, I just tried stuff and it wasn't working. So as I said, self-defense mechanism, I would just say, yeah, there's something weird going on with my beard. But then people would never really follow up. I guess it makes people feel a bit awkward. They don't want to dive into your health, really. But they just went, oh, okay, and that was that. So yeah, then obviously it carried on, got worse. I tried growing it back, and I've shown you, if you watch my Q&A video that I did, it was 2 videos ago now, it's my one from last year. Find the thumbnail on my channel there, I'm wearing a blue checkered shirt. That one, I did show pictures of when it was at its worst and talk about that. And yeah, when I had it really, really bad, that was because I was just, you know what, you reach a point where I'm like, who gives a fuck anymore? I'm just going to try and grow it, see how it looks. I just want, I wanted some kind of beard back or some kind of facial hair. I just always feel very exposed and very, I don't know, I guess a bit of a youthful face, so I always like just having a little something on there. But yeah, I mean, I look back at those photos and there's a whole side of it was missing. It was even in my moustache, all down this side. And go back to my very first video, guys, or maybe the second one, it's a closer look at my alopecia. And that one, you'll just see that was when it was getting better. And I'm still missing a whole bit down the side. And yeah, just very, very odd times. And I've talked about it a bit before. I mean, I know I keep referencing old videos, but it's because I'm refreshing myself too. But the anxiety video that I talked about and dealing with that, around that time, that's when people really started to make comments, say I was in this crappy work environment. It may have been a contributor to the condition, I don't know. I've been in worse situations where nothing happened to my beard, so that doesn't really carry a lot of water, hold a lot of water with me. That it was that stress that caused it. But anyway, that's when people were making the comments like, what's going on with your beard, man? Like, there was just, you know, those people in life that just say whatever's on their mind, and then if you have an issue with it, they're like, oh, calm down. It was just that kind of mentality. There's a few people like that. And then, yeah, oh, hi James, looking extra patchy today. And just stuff that, if you're trying to ignore it yourself, you find out that not everyone ignores it. Yes, the people that love you and care about you, they do, for your sake. But people just in the wild, that was when, you know, you'd have this nice home life and I'd think maybe people don't notice it. And then I'd go into work and just something like that, you know. But as I said, I've got a tough skin, thick skin. I've moved country at a young age. I'm used to, you know, being out there. You can't let words get to you, you know. Which is another reason I started this channel, because not everyone's as lucky as me. So just want you to know, guys, you out there, maybe there's people like that at your workplace that are saying things like that. Just know, just take a deep breath, put them out of your mind instantly. I know it's easier said than done, but just think of those people that love you. Think of that support network you have. You know, keep your eye on the goal, which is full regrowth. It happened for me, and that's why I'm going to keep making these videos. I know this channel started as Beardwatch and watching my beard grow back, as giving you updates and stuff. But now it's back. I still enjoy coming on here, telling you guys that it's alright. It will come back. Just look at me as living proof. Like, that's the whole point here. And I will give you a classic beard update as well. So you can see at the front here, and I've been using like a beard balm, and I just feel like it overall, it keeps it tidier, keeps it together. Now it's weird using beard products because I haven't had that opportunity because my beard's been gone for, you know, 3 years. So it's really nice to be able to have it and try different things. But yeah, you can see the side now. Don't know if the camera's focusing properly, but there's the left side, which was completely obliterated in the beginning. And there's the right side. So yeah, all back to normal. I keep it neatly trimmed at the sides there, but beyond that, not really much maintenance. I did go through a phase of just really growing it, getting rid of it. I don't know why. I think I just wanted to prove to myself that, oh, it comes back. And it was actually quite scary in those videos last year, where I had the beard back. Your mind starts playing tricks on you. So even though I am out of the condition and I've recovered, you do still remember how it felt. So I don't want you guys to feel like I've lost touch with how it feels to have it, because I really haven't. I thought that shaving would maybe lead to a little bit more of the condition, or it might not grow back, and just those fears they just come with the territory. So a little bit of light PTSD when it comes to it. But the thing is, you know, you realise how shallow people are. I get compliments on my beard all the time, and they don't know what I've just been through, and I don't bring it up, I don't wear it on my sleeve, you know, like, oh, by the way, do you like my beard? I didn't used to have one. Like, it just is what it is. I would just say thank you and keep it to myself, and if, you know, I befriend these people, we get into a bit more of a deep conversation. Sometimes it comes up and they're like, oh wow, and I tell them about the channel, because I feel like the more awareness there is, the better for everyone. So this is just a real quick one, guys. I do hear a little man stirring here, so I'm going to go and have to tend to my son, but hopefully you're all having a lovely weekend, staying safe wherever you are. It's really nice to be here a year on from the last video talking about this pandemic, and you know, since then things have improved. We have got some semblance of normality in our lives back. We can go and eat at restaurants, we can go and see music, we can go and do whatever we want. So enjoy that. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will speak to you on the next video. Cheers!